في أيديكم أغلى ما لدي في ربيع سان فيها الخير ازداد في ربيع سان شكرا 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 يا ربيع سان هيا يا أصحابي هيا يا أحبابي.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Sumaya Umar and you are watching iKIDS on iTV. Today is Book Club Day and we will be joined by Magdalene from Pen Macmillan to talk about lots of books, and we will be talking to children about the books they have read. So come on bookworms, join me and let's join the fun. On Book Club today we have a special guest, Magdalene from Pen Macmillan. Pen Macmillan is one of South Africa's largest general book publishers and distributors. Welcome, Magdalene.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here
and
today.
Thank you for joining us on iKIDS. We're very excited to have you. Today on Book Club, Magdalene, I know you're going to tell us lots about books.
Yes.
Can you first introduce who you are and what you do at Pen Macmillan?
My name is Magdalene Snyman. I am the Marketing and PR Coordinator for children's books at Pen Macmillan. And we publish books that are for children who are a few weeks old right up to teenagers and young adults.
Okay, great. So, you're going to tell us what the trends are?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So, trending now for, let's start with the littlies.
So for our younger readers in early development, we're seeing a lot of books that are geared towards developing your eyesight, so books that teach you how to move your eye across the page when you're still really, really small. And then for our toddlers, we're seeing beautiful, beautiful picture books. Okay. Picture books are just getting more and more colorful. Wow. They really are works of art. They're challenging conventional layouts. So the idea is that children really engage with each page, that they spend time looking at each page, and that they then learn to read that way. Okay, and then for our 6 to 9-year-olds, yes. We're seeing a lot of imaginary stories, adventure stories, okay. Taking kids on a whole journey just by using their imagination and reading. Yes,
we were just earlier, I was just chatting to you, yes. And you were saying that for those ones that are sitting indoors and the kids that just need to get out, what do you suggest? Why is reading so important for them? I mean, what do you think is...
I think reading is a great way to see the world without leaving your couch.
Okay, yes.
I think reading encourages children to use their imagination. We're seeing a lot of books that are interactive as well, so children really get the chance to create their own stories and really connect with characters. I think it's such an important thing to develop a love of reading in your child because it'll make them a more informed and
creative
child. Yeah, creative child.
I actually saw one, you were talking about interactive just now, and there was one Pirate Pete and Smelly Feet. I actually played this one with one of the kids, Ibi, and I saw that you had to find the little sock, and that was quite interactive.
Yes, it's a great one.
Yeah, and finding the little sock took a little time, even for me as an adult. So I'm sure that it's lots of stimulation, brain stimulation, and getting them involved and active as well.
And this one also has a special feature because there are some scratch and sniff stickers in a little packet at the back.
Oh, nice.
And you can stick these anywhere in the book, and if you scratch them, then you get smells, because this is all about Pirate Pete and his stinky feet. Wow. So it's really fun for kids to really make the book their own as well.
Okay, excellent. And then for the little older ones, when you were talking about adventure and things like that.
So in that range, we have the Treehouse series. Which is a lot of fun. It's full of humor, it's full of silly jokes, it's full of imagination, and we've just seen so many kids creating their own tree houses.
Oh, really?
Enjoying the Treehouse Fun book.
So getting them outdoors as well.
Yes, getting them to play, but also to read, and getting them away from those screens.
Yes, that's exactly what we need to do.
Yeah.
And Magdalene, on that note, getting them off their couches and outdoors, with these type of books, where are they going to actually get them from? Where can they?
Well, they can visit our website, which is panmacmillan.co.za,
Yeah.
where they'll find a full list of retailers.
Okay.
You can find our books in most bookstores, so please support your closest bookstore.
Okay.
Or you can buy them through online retailers, and they are available nationwide.
Nationwide, great. I actually remembered earlier Gruffalo. I've
Yes.
been hearing so much excitement about the Gruffalo. It's been a favorite amongst children. It's
Yes,
a
we
loved
love
book.
the Gruffalo.
So what is new about it? Why is it trending? Why is it bringing up so much excitement?
Well, we have some very exciting news. The Gruffalo is now available in isiXhosa, isiZulu, Setswana and Sesotho.
All South African languages.
All four those
major
South African languages. And now you can share the Gruffalo with all your friends. You can learn new languages, and it's an amazing way to really make the Gruffalo a South African book as well.
Yes, and get a South African feel.
Yes.
Kids can learn different languages, and I think at that age their minds are open and they love reading.
Yes.
And to learn a language comes easily, especially
Yes,
if it's in a
absorb,
fun
yeah.
way like this. Yes. And then, what's the best presents at the moment to get the youngest ones and then also the teenagers? Because in terms of presents, I love to give books.
Yes,
and
I think
I
books
love to
make
receive
great
books,
make
yes,
great presents.
Yes.
For really young children, I
Yeah.
recommend pretty books.
Okay.
Now these books are board books, and they have markers so the kids can practice writing on them, they can practice their shapes, they can learn their colors, and you can just erase it. It lasts forever. It's such a fun book. It's almost like having a toy.
Yes.
And then I also recommend if for example it's a teenager and they're interested in vlogging, then you can find books on vlogging, how to become a vlogger.
Really?
Yes.
And where would I find that? Do you know on what websites, or is it YouTube or?
No, you can find it. You can find it through Pan Macmillan.
Oh, is it?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes, we have girls who vlog.
Okay.
And then I'd also say something that children can enjoy with their parents. So a beautiful, colorful picture book like this, Grandpa Green, that parents will also enjoy, or something like Timmy Failure, that's absolutely hilarious.
Okay.
So the kids will love it, the parents will love it.
So good presents there.
Yes, I think those would be lovely.
In fact, on that note, with Grandpa Green, that was a lovely one, because I actually thought of my childhood. My grandparents and my father would always say, in my young days, I did this, in my young days. So it's very much based on that.
Yes, it's a lovely book that about a little boy who learns more about his grandpa's childhood and playing outside and you know, playing imaginary games. And I think it's a lovely book that encourages children to spend time with their grandparents,
bond with them,
yes,
and learn from their wisdom.
Yes, definitely, and learn what was childhood like before we had cell phones and
Yes,
tablets
exactly.
and everything. Yeah.
Yes. And then, Magdalene, what we wanted to do was actually, after the ad break, actually talk to the kids, and would love you to hear what they have to say about the books that they've read.
Absolutely, I can't wait.
Yeah. And then just get some feedback from you on about some of the books that have been read. But thank you so much, and we'll cut to a short ad break now and continue with the kids afterwards. Thanks. Welcome back to iKIDS. Today we're talking about books on Book Club Day, and we're welcoming Amara. Amara, thank you for coming on our show. I heard that you've read a lot of books. Do you love books?
Yes, I really love reading books. It takes me on magical adventures.
Wow, that sounds amazing. What is the last magical adventure you've been on?
I was with Timmy Failure.
Really? And Timmy Failure, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. Timmy Failure is a detective from Failure Inc.
Okay.
And he's on holiday, or also which is half as a honeymoon for his parents.
Right.
But he has no idea if they even got married.
Oh dear! That's not nice.
Because he fainted during the wedding.
Shame, the poor little boy.
So he is there, and his now father's nephew is there, and he's going to help Timmy Failure find treasure. because Timmy Failure is getting all these mysterious letters
Yeah.
and lots of clues.
Okay.
Some of them are coming from his polar bear, which is trying
From
to
the
trick
polar bear? Okay. This sounds like a fun book.
His polar bear is trying to trick him into getting lots and lots of money.
So what do the two of them gang up to do?
So the two of them try and look for treasure. When they find clues and pieces of paper hiding around everywhere.
Yes.
And one day he goes...
But I don't want you to tell the end of the story. I think viewers should read it themselves and enjoy the book. So we're not going to tell them. Okay. And can you tell me what other favorite books you have?
I love the Treehouse series.
Yes.
It got lots of fun pictures and lots of fun rooms where the two best friends love.
Okay.
And they both go on magical adventures with their friend Jill.
So is this an interactive book?
Yes.
Do you actually have to write in daily about the story, or how does it work? Just with puzzles?
It got some puzzles, even the normal reading book.
Yes.
They got little quizzes at the back about if you know how the book is.
And you're enjoying it?
Yes.
Is it something great for a 9-year-old like you? Yeah. And Amara, I see you've brought your Guinness World Book of Records, and I think that's a Penn McMillan Publishing. Okay, great. So what did you like? What was your favorite part about the Guinness World Book of Records?
My favorite part about the Guinness World Record is the humans, because there are so many different kind of humans in the world.
Yeah?
And they all have something different about them.
Wow. And so you read this every day, or is it at night, or sometimes with your mom? Or is it like a book that you read from start to end? How does
from
it
start to end.
You love reading that much? Oh, wow. Okay. And thank you so much, Amara. We loved having you on. And keep reading. Hey? It's going to make you a creative book writer one day. Yes? Thank you, Amara. We're now going to introduce Ibrahim, and he loves reading too. Ibrahim, we are so lucky to have you on the show today. Are you going to tell us lots about books?
Yes.
How old are you?
7.
You're 7 years old. You're a big boy and you're already reading so much.
Yeah.
Do you love reading?
Yes.
When did you start reading?
How
old were you?
When I was 5.
5 years old.
No,
And
when I was last year.
last year. And when you were a little baby, did your mommy always read to you?
Yeah.
Lots of books. And did your sister Amara also read to you lots of books?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so what is your favorite book at the moment?
Pirate Pete and his smelly feet.
Oh, it looks like a fun book. Can you tell us more about it?
Pirate Pete, every time he walks by the other pirates, they cry.
Yeah. They cry?
Yeah.
Why do they cry?
Because it's so stinky.
His feet are so stinky, so they start crying. Oh dear. I hope nobody says that about me.
And he was so stinky, the other pirates wanted to throw him off the plank.
Was he going to walk the plank? Did they
Yes.
tie his hands up?
No.
No? Did they put him on the plank?
Yes, and they pushed him.
Shame, poor Pirate Pete.
And then all the fish died because even in the water, because it was so smelly.
His feet killed all the fish in the water?
Yes.
Oh dear, that sounds like a funny, funny book.
And then,
But let's not tell the audience what the end is. Let them read it themselves. How's that? Have you finished the book?
yes.
Yes. And can I ask you one more thing? I remember the other day looking for socks in that book. Did you
Yes.
find all the socks?
Yes.
It's a very interactive book, isn't it?
Yes.
Did you find every sock on every page?
Yes.
And at the back of the book there was some surprise. Can you show us what it is?
Okay.
Did you use those stickers yet?
No.
No? Show me. Oh, wow.
They stickers that you scratch and they smell.
Just like his smelly feet. I hope
Yes.
they don't smell like his smelly feet. We're going to cry. So Pirate Pete and his smelly feet, that sounds like a fun book to read. And can you tell us another book that you've read?
Grandpa Green.
So tell me about Grandpa Green. Let's see it. What is the story about?
A small boy who discovered a lot of leaf stuff.
Leaf stuff, and I see that there's lots of pictures with lots of leaves. And can you tell us, was he talking to his grandmother or his grandfather?
Grandfather.
His grandfather. And what was his grandpa telling him? All about his life
Yes.
before the little boy was born.
Yes.
Yes. And did you like all the pictures in the book?
Yes.
And they look beautiful. Did you enjoy the pictures?
Yes.
And could you read the words yourself?
Yes.
You didn't need any help from Amara or from your mummy?
No.
No help at all. Was it a fun book?
Yes.
And can you tell me, do you remember anything that the grandpa told his son that you can think of?
He told him that
I can give you something. Should I? Should I tell you a little bit about?
Yeah.
He was talking about the World War, and the grandfather had been to the war, and so he was telling his grandson all about the war. Wars are not nice, are they?
No.
No. So the grandpa was saying it wasn't a nice time in his life, but he was so happy to be with his grandson and share experiences with him, and forever they were going to be bonded, and they loved each other a lot. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ibrahim, and I hope you will carry on reading. Will you?
Yes.
And you're going to get into harder books from now onwards.
Yes.
Do you like to learn new big words?
Hmm.
Do you?
Yes.
And so then you're going to tell us new big words next time.
Okay.
Okay? And for your mommy, do you want to give her a list of new big words and show her how independent and grown up you are?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so you carry on reading, and you're going to tell us some more one day when you come back onto the show for us. Will you?
Yes.
Yes. And will you greet Amara for us and tell her thank you as well? Yeah?
Yeah.
And Ibrahim, if you liked Grandpa Green, you should definitely get There is a Tribe of Kids by the same author, Lane Smith. And this book has some very nice big words in it because it's going to teach you all about collective nouns.
Those pictures look beautiful.
Yes, aren't they gorgeous? For example, here there's a smack of jellyfish. Did you know that's what you call a group of jellyfish, is a smack?
That's a nice one. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Did you know that?
So these books can be educational as well as really beautiful and fun to read.
And the most important, they learn big words.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you this one today, okay?
Oh, you lucky.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Now we're going to call on Masiha, who is also going to talk about some books. Thank you, Ibrahim. Welcome, Masiha, to iKIDS Book Club. Are you excited to be here today?
Yes.
And do you love reading?
Yes.
Is reading one of the best things that you ever did? Yeah? And do you sometimes think that you've gone overseas when you read something in Peru or in America? Do you sometimes think that you're there?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you feel like you're going on an adventure every time you open a book? Yes. Does it? I think that's why kids love books, eh? And does it get you away from that cell phone?
Yeah.
I hope you don't have your own cell phone. Yeah. So Masiha, tell us today, what are you currently reading?
I'm reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? Are you feeling shy?
Charlie and his parents are really poor.
Yeah.
So they only have one bed for their grandparents, and he sleeps upstairs by the roof.
Can you talk a bit louder? Yeah.
So his mother's family sleep on the right-hand side, and his father sleep on the
Oh, shame. They all live in one room.
Yes.
And did Charlie get a very big surprise one day and win a golden ticket?
Yes.
Ooh, I would have loved to win that golden ticket. Have you tasted any one of those chocolates?
No.
Not yet. And did he go and live in the factory, or what did he go to do there?
He went for an excursion in the factory, and they saw whoever didn't get into trouble would be
And he was the
Charlie
one.
and the chocolate Charlie.
Okay, and Charlie didn't get into any trouble. But we won't tell the ending of that story either. Yes. And can you tell us what is your favorite book? Out of all the books you've read, what is the favorite?
My favorite one is Black Beauty.
Why is that?
Because I love horses.
You love horses. Do you love all sorts of animals?
Yeah.
Yes. And what did Black Beauty? Was it because Black Beauty was always treated well or sometimes not treated so well?
Black Beauty was not treated well.
But loved by many. Eh? And he was a beautiful horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you love horses, and I think for you today, Magdalene has put aside many books about animals because you love animals, isn't it? So I think just to get you away from all those horses a bit and introduce you to other animals, wouldn't that be nice? There's Julius Zebra, and this one is a little bit of British comedy, but it's quite funny, and it's about a zebra in a zoo in London.
Yeah.
Have you been to London?
No.
In one of your books? Not yet.
Not yet.
In this book, you can go to London. That would be lovely. And then we've got Timmy Failure. Timmy Failure is such a lovely book because it's quite funny.
Yeah.
The cat that stole my pants. That would be funny, right?
Yeah.
Do you like cats?
Yes, I have 2 cats.
You have 2 cats?
Yeah.
Aren't you lucky? And what are their names?
Sparkles and Cloudy.
Sparkles and Cloudy. Very cute names. Do you feed them?
Yeah.
Are they chubby?
No.
No, are they skinny like you? Oh dear, we better start feeding them. So I think, did your cat ever steal your pen?
No.
I think then you better read this book. Okay? Okay. And then we've got A Dog's Purpose. Do you like puppies?
Yeah.
Are you scared of them?
Kinda.
I am also a bit scared of them. But maybe in Ellie's story, we can read more about them and feel closer to them, and then we'll love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And Marcia, thank you for coming today.
Yeah.
And thank you for being part of our iKids show. Will you continue reading?
Yeah.
Yeah? Will you read bigger books and bigger words?
Yeah.
Yeah. And next time we have you on, we want to hear all about your new books, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Marcia.
Bye.
It was so lovely having you here, Magdalene.
Thank you so much.
I just have a few more questions that I wanted to talk to you about before we end the show.
Okay.
Magdalene, we went a little bit into the Guinness World Book of
Yes.
Records, and I just wanted to know, is there any surprises coming up for us?
Ooh, yes, we definitely have the Guinness World Records 2017 that's
Yes.
coming out this year, and it's going to be very exciting. It's jam-packed with all the records, all the
Yes.
facts. It's a great resource.
Tell us one of the facts.
Ooh, I can't reveal anything.
Okay,
I can't reveal
great.
anything.
Surprise.
Yes, but it's jam-packed with facts. It's a great book to use for your school projects.
Excellent.
And it's just so interesting. You learn the most interesting things about the world through reading that.
Great.
But I can't say anything
Okay,
more. I
okay,
can't say
we
anything
will-
more about
don't
the next
worry.
one.
And also we touched on a bit of vlogging.
Yes.
And I know this is a teenage book.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit more about vlogging?
Vlogging is when you have a video blog.
Okay.
So a lot of teenagers love to write, they love to create content, and then they put it online. And it can be
Oh.
anything from a tutorial to doing some DIY or answering interesting questions.
Yeah.
And it definitely, there are lots of book bloggers and vloggers as well. So you can find out more about your favorite
Vlog-
books through
still-
blogs, and
okay.
you can also learn to vlog through books.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. That sounds exciting. I think
Yes.
that's a new one for the teenagers.
Yes.
Yes. And then Beyond the River.
Yes.
I actually know a little girl that goes to school with the author.
Oh yes.
And she was so excited. Yes,
Crookshanks,
yes. I think it was at Kingsmead School.
Yes.
Yes. So I actually, and then I heard the movie is out, but I see
the
Pen
movie is
Macmillan
out.
has given us a little, a nice, the book is quite thick, eh?
Yes, the book is aimed at the adult market. But
Okay.
This is a lovely shortened version. It's an adaptation. It's for teenagers, and Heartlines were our partner on this. It's a wonderful story about 2 South Africans. They are from different walks of life, and then they do the Doozy Marathon together.
Oh, that's canoeing.
Yes, that's
Rowing,
canoeing.
yes, okay.
And it's just one of those wonderful, inspiring stories. And I think it's great for kids who love sport. And
our South Africans.
and yeah, reading
Just
about
bringing
South
us
Africa.
together.
Yeah, bringing South Africa together, reading about our own heroes as well.
Do you have a few words to say before we say goodbye to you?
Yes, I think parents, librarians, encourage your kids to read,
Yes.
support your local bookstores, support your local libraries, and kids, Ask your parents for books, keep reading, see how many books you can finish in a year.
Good one. I think that's what these kids are going to do, eh? Yeah. Thank you so much, Magdalene, for
Thank
coming
you
on
for
our show
having me.
today. Thank you all kids. Assalamu alaikum. And you see us here next week. Please join us again for lots of fun activities on iKIDS on ITV. Assalamu alaikum.
أهلا أهلا في ربيع سان هيا هيا هيا